Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Crystal Flaffy, and we're doing something a little bit different here. I did get a lot of people asking me to showcase my Wood Titan team, my Wood team for Water Titan, because I did just break 60 mil in damage, which is amazing. Yesterday, or on Tuesday of this week, I broke 50 mil during the first round, which was a record already. And then in the second round of battles, I broke 60 mil. So, without even changing the team, which was amazing. But we'll show off the mons and the gems here. We do have Water Titan coming up, so I'm going to hopefully get that on this video as well. Anyway, first up we have my Evo 3 Garuda. This one is on attack, defense, crit rate. This is a 5-star crit rate gem. I do need to replace it, of course, with a 6-star one. Ideally, I do want to eventually get this guy on attack crit damage while still having Ruin set. Maybe Leech, but I have other mons that I'm focusing on getting Leech sets for right now other than Garuda, so he's going to have to wait a while. And also, it doesn't matter that his crit rate is low, because what it's at right now, his leader skill is more than enough to bring him over to 100%. Well, brings it to 101, but doesn't really matter. Reason I want to build him attack crit damage is because he gets enough defense and HP benefit from his trinkets, which just saw there. I will eventually book him up as well when I start getting Garuda books. I just haven't been lucky to do so. And also I haven't been... the way to get 5-star gems, 5-star skill books, for those that don't know, the only somewhat farmable way is from the crystal shop. And I haven't been doing that recently. I stopped for a while because I really needed the gleams. But I'll definitely start doing that again soon. But that's neither here nor there. Next up, we'll go to Pinolo. This is the first one. I do have two, as you can see. And I do have a second Wood Garuda down here, but we'll get to him later. So this one is on, both my Pinolos are on Leech set. This one is on attack, HP. And you notice the HP is a flat. The only reason I'm using it is because it at least has some decent sub. And it completes the set. As well as Pinolo's HP, his base HP is low enough to where a flat HP gem is okay. He does get a better one from percent, obviously, but it's not like a super large difference. And then also he does also get the stat boost from the trinkets as well. So there's that. I will eventually change that HP gem to either a percent one or a crit damage one, but I do have other mons that I'm focusing. As I said, I do have other mons that I want to get leech gems for, namely my Merlins. So it'll be a while before I deal with him. Before we go to Canna, I do want to go to the second second Pinolo, because he is right here. You notice his attack stat is lower, but his HP is higher, and you'll see why when we go to the gems. So we see here he does have a percent HP gem, which does have a decent crit rate and defense sub as well as crit damage. And then recovery is okay as well. Normally that would be bad, but since it's Leech set and recovery, I assume the recovery stat does affect the siphon or the HP drain from Leech. So I think it's okay. If I'm wrong on that, oh well. I have one useless sub, but the other ones are okay still. But anyway, so you see we have a flat attack one here, which again is not too bad because it does have decent subs that make him a little bit more survivable. Of course, I definitely need to replace it. I just don't have the gem to replace it with yet. I haven't been lucky with Leech squares at all. One of those 5-stars there is probably good, but most likely not. You see here, I do have another one here, but it's a flat HP as well. And I don't want to put him on HP attack. His damage would go down a lot. And as you can see, the squares for the 5 stars are also HP gems, so don't have the gems there. And the last one is a 5-star attack one. This one does need to be replaced as well. As you can see, the gems on my Pinolos are, well, at least this one is not that great. This gem I'll most likely be replacing it with. I just haven't upgraded yet because I forgot I had it. But now that I see it, I'll probably do it. Hopefully at plus 12 it goes to resist or defense. That'd be great. And then we'll look at the trinkets here real quick before moving on to the next mon. You can just pause so this video doesn't end up being super long. Anyway, next up is Canna. Now, Canna has been doing amazingly for me, especially since, well, mainly because of the Minicat update. Her 5-star does time perfectly with Minicat's weakness for my team. So, exposed weakness for my team. So she does get that boost. In my 60 mil hit, she did 11, almost 12 mil on her own. So there's that. Here's her gems. So crit damage, some crit rate, resist, attack subs there. Attack with a lot of defense with resist and HP. And then armor, crit rate with a lot of attack and some crit damage and some extra resist and HP as well on a full armor set. Max trinkets. And notice that Canna is crit required, but I have her crit rate really low. It's the same as the Wood Garudas, and it's fine because I do have her paired with that same Garuda lead, so it does get her crit rate to over 100, so she doesn't miss out on her CS. And she is fully booked as well, so she can get that 2-turn attack down and the extra damage boost there. The next mon that we have is the first Wood Hannah that I have, which the buff that Wood Hannah got in the recent balance patch is what makes this team do so much better now, as well as Minicat's buff. But that 2-turn attack down is very helpful because that was always my problem, was that I would end up getting a lot of turns where there wasn't attack down, and that would shorten my runs, like, tremendously. But here we go, she's fully booked, full life set, HP, defense, recovery, and notice that these gems don't have that great subs, but they do have a lot of resist. There is that to note, but this one definitely needs to go away. Yeah, not much to talk about there. Here's Minicat. Oh, also these gems are only plus 12. I haven't plus 15 them yet because she's survivable enough already. For now at least. I'll definitely get to increasing those later, but I don't need to at the moment. Here's Minicat, recovery, a lot of good subs there. HP and defense, some good good stats there, substats there for a healer. And then I did put 2 trinkets on her just so she can get the defense and HP boost because she was not survivable enough without them. She definitely needed them, whereas Hannah didn't. Then next up I have Cherry for her leader skill and also her shield, which is really good. And I have her on a full, well, the plan is to get her on a full vitality set, but I didn't have that HP gem there that I needed, but she's on HP defense. It would be triple HP, but I feel like she might need that defense gem just to be a bit more survivable. I feel like without it she would die too quickly, but her shield would be better, so there's that. So definitely something that is worth experimenting with. Then next up here we have my Bast Evo 2 variant, which is good because I do use her variant in my lineup. She's on defense, HP, recovery, on protection. I do plan to plus 15 this recovery gem. It does give some good resist, so definitely wanted to go with that. Here's my second Hannah. This one is also fully booked, but this one's on broken set. HP, defense, there we go. Recovery. This one does have more recovery than the other one, and that's why I use this one on the first line whereas the other one I use for the second line, just cause, I feel like it's not too important because first line only does attack down and she's not going to be doing much damage anyway, but I like my healers with resist, so there you go. I'll do the Merlin after. Here's the second Wood Garuda. This one is Evo 2. This one does more damage than the other one just because it's built more offensively. It's on crit damage, attack. I'll be plus 15 in these gems most likely later. Notice he doesn't have a lot of crit rate, but that's fine because he does still have... He's at 24 crit rate right now, and then with the Bass lead, which was, I think, 22 or 23? It was 22. So he's at almost 50% crit rate, so that's fine. He's still going to do a lot of damage whether or not he crits. Just when he does crit, it's going to do the damn thing. He does have max trinkets as well. Sorry about the notification there. And then before we get to the Merlins, I do want to show off my last Hannah. This one is only Evo 2. I am working on her still. But she's also HP Defense Recovery. And I do need to put on the defensive trinkets for her because it'll be a little while before I get her to Evo 3. Her stats are a lot lower than the other ones, especially her defense. So until I get to Evo 3, I'm going to work on getting those trinkets on her instead. I do have a Zubaji there, but I don't use her anymore. I'm waiting for a gem removal day to take those off. And now for the Merlins, the last mons that I need. Actually, wait, I forgot one thing. I do also have a Dark Cherry in my lineup as well. I will be replacing her when I get a second Bast. Until then, she does the same thing Bast does, just slightly worse because her defense down is only 1 turn, and she's a lot less survivable against the Water Titan. But here are her gems. Notice her defense gem had a lot of crit rate. I definitely need to replace these gems later on. But anyway, now for the Merlins. So here's the first Merlin. This one is on attack, triple attack on Valor. This is a 5-star one here, but it does give a lot of resist. So I leave him on the first line so he can deal with the seal and the attack down. As I feel like resist is super important for the Water Titan, just because seal can make it so that you lose out on 2 turns of damage, which really sucks. So that's definitely something that you should take into account. Notice none of my Merlins are built with crit rate, or with crit rate gems, even the one that did have a square. The other two don't have, the second two don't have squares, as you can see, and they're both on attack crit damage, whereas the first one is attack crit rate. And I'm just going through the gems and trinkets here just so you guys can see them real quick. And here's the last one here. And as you can see that their subs are pretty damn good for the most part. There we go. And that is it there. So that's the mons that I use and their gems. And we're still not done Dark Titan. Anyway, before we go, this is the lineup that I use right now. As you can see, I do have the Cherry there as the lead. Oh, damn, I forgot to show off Venus. So, yeah, I'll do that. I forgot she was in the team as well. So, here we go. Here's the Dark Venus. I need to upgrade trinkets for her as well because she does die faster than... she does die pretty fast just because she doesn't have that resistance against the Water Titan. So trinkets will help. Or I can just plus 15 her gems. That would be helpful too. But her gems aren't that great. This one's pretty good. Gives good defense and resist. This one gives good recovery, but that's it. This one gives good resist as well, but that's also it. So her gems definitely need improvement. If I don't improve her gems, I will improve these trinkets instead, just so she's a little bit more survivable. But yeah, so this is the lineup. Top left, I have Bast, Evo 2 Garuda, and that is, I believe that's the triple attack Merlin. Yes, it is. Okay. Triple attack Merlin here. Something I do want to point out, this Merlin has such good attack. If I manage to get him to Evo 3, he will have over 10k, which will be amazing. But I need to summon more Merlins to do that. So yeah, the top right is Cherry, Pinolo, Merlin, and then Venus. That is one of the crit damage Merlins. Which one doesn't matter. So the purpose of the top row is to... Sorry, the top left. Bass is there to get the defense down. Garuda is there for weaken. And then Hannah and Venus are there for attack down. I feel like you need at least 2 attack down mons. Without it, your mons will die too quickly. Weaken does help, but even still, weaken without attack down isn't super great because it doesn't lower the attack enough. Then Hannah's there for the defense up. Bass is there for the attack up for Garuda and Merlin, just so they can hit hard and also live. And then on the right side, Cherry gives off a good shield, which Pinolo really needs because Pinolos do have very low HP. And then also her 3-star is there as well to also heal the team a little bit. I did used to have Light Venus there in that same team with Pinolo as lead instead. And while Light Venus did live long enough, her 3-star wasn't helpful to the team. Her shield was great, but the 3-star was useless for helping the team, so Cherry was a better replacement there. She does offer a weaker shield, but it does offer more support with her 3-star, so even if she doesn't get orbs, she's still helping out the team, whereas Venus only helped out herself. She's a very greedy mon. Anyway, then there's the Merlin and Pinolo for damage. Pinolo did get nerfed. He did get nerfed a little while ago. It used to be double CS, just like Merlin, but now he's CS on 3-star and US on 5-star, which, honestly, it's okay. Like, my Merlin still do, like, 4 or 5 mil on average, so it didn't hurt them too much. Honestly, I think it's actually pretty good that they were nerfed, because I'd be amazed to see what their damage would have been like before the nerf. They would have probably been doing like 8 or 9 mil, like each, with the team that I have right now. And that's without any of them getting exposed weakness either. But then anyway, let's go to the second line. So I do have the Cherry lead, and then Merlin, Pinolo, and Hannah. I will Evo 2 this Hannah eventually. Hopefully I do summon another Wood Bast to replace that Cherry. I know chances of me getting another variant Bast are very low. I was lucky the first time. But even if I don't get a variant Bast, I can just use the Pinolo lead. It won't give as much crit rate, as Bast does give 20 to 25%, but it's okay. It does still give, I believe, 15 to 20%. Both my Pinolos have plus 18 for crit rate, so I can use either of them as leader there. But that's an improvement that I plan to make eventually. I just need to wait until I can summon it. And then on the bottom right, we do have Evo 3 Garuda, Hannah, Minicat, and then Canna. This is, honestly, that's the best part of my lineup, because even with Minicat's change that recently came through, I didn't have to change it at all. That's how I had it before, and it's staying there now. The way it's set up, Canna does get Minicat's exposed weakness every time she gets her 5-star, and then on the turn she doesn't. It goes to the next round, and Merlin gets it if he's on his 3-star. If Merlin has his 5-star and Cherry doesn't have an orb, or if Merlin uses his 5-star, then Hannah or Cherry will get it. But if he has his 3-star, then he'll get it. So that's helpful sometimes. Helpful sometimes there. In the hit that I did 60 mil, that Merlin did get over 10. He got 10.5 mil, and that was just because he was getting the exposed weakness. The other Merlins, one did just shy of 9 million, and the other one did 7.7, so they were a little bit behind, but that's just because exposed weakness was occasionally helping him. Only improvements that I can see that I need to make is switching Cherry for Bast, and then upgrading some gems, replacing some gems, and Evo 3ing the Garuda, the Merlins, and that Hannah. Bass does not need to be Evo 3. She already lives longer than pretty much the entire line. So there's that. Oh, also, I eventually think I might replace the Dark Venus. I don't know what I replace her for yet. I don't know what Mon would fit there well. Like, I could put another Hannah. Like, no matter what I put there, I do need another attack down Mon. Like, if I get rid of an attack down, I need to replace it with an attack down. But attack down, attack up is just great, so I'm hesitant about it. I don't know. Well, yeah, those are the only changes that I can make. And the Water Titan is up, so we get to see it go. Hopefully, RNG does justice for me. Sometimes I am very unlucky. Honestly, that 60 mil hit was just... RNG was very much on my side. So there's that. Let me just see. Okay, yeah, my phone is charged, so there's... I do play on my phone. Always, so... Yeah, I don't know what to say while watching this, other than talking about the RNG. Like, see, oh, that's, man, why? Why did pretty much the whole line just have to get sealed right there? See, seal fucking sucks, man. It really does. It sucks. I really wish Hannah got that attack down. Oh, also, I didn't mention, but should have, Bast, Cherry, and Venus are all autocast for their heals. So that was one thing to note. Wood Hannah isn't, even though all other Hannahs are. But it's fine that she's not. I feel like she'd be way too good if she was. So there's that. And as you can see, Gruta just did some really good damage there because Bass got that defense down and Gruta managed to crit. Very nice, very nice. Yes, hopefully we don't crash. I did have a bad time with crashes earlier in the week. Hopefully that doesn't come back. So yeah, you can see now that Venus is starting to take a lot of damage already, even with attack down and weaken. It's just because she doesn't have that type advantage, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. She doesn't have that type advantage over water the way the other mons do. Well, maybe she was crit, because that one didn't look like it did too much damage. Alright, now I'd really like it if Venus didn't get an orb, because she's kinda... Her main deal there is to be a attack down mon rather than a healer. I'd really love it if Cherry got the orbs instead, but it does look like the left side's gonna die, just because healers didn't get orbs for a couple turns. Which sucks. So that definitely does mean that we're not gonna see, like... Probably not gonna see 50 mil. But I still think that this could break 40. Venus did go down there. Sucks. Pinolo should heal himself fully, so... I think Pinolo can get us to 20 mil, maybe. If he crits. Which he didn't. But we're close. I do still think that the second row will get us to over 20. To over 40. That's kind of my goal now. Like, 60 mil was just, like, way above expectations. I just like hitting... If I can hit 40 consistently, I'll be happy. Cherry thankfully landed the defense down there. And we'll see here, Merlin should get the exposed weakness. It's hard to tell, because like his and Cherry's attacks go like almost around the same time, but I'm pretty sure Merlin is getting it. Okay, this is pretty pretty good so far. Garuda got sealed, which sucks. So we won't be getting any weaken. But it should be okay. Should still be okay. And you can see there's exposed weakness, and Merlin does have an orb now. So unless Cherry and Hannah go for the heals, which they did, so it doesn't even matter what I said there, but if they didn't go for their heals, one of them would have got the exposed weakness instead. But thankfully they did, so there's that. Alright, but now the left side hasn't been getting healers for a couple turns, which is kind of scaring me. But, okay. Yeah, this is worrisome. Yeah, so Cherry already went down. RNG wasn't that great with healers. I'm sad. We're only going to do like maybe 30, so. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. But it's fine, you know. If I did 40 right now, I feel like we'd get overkill. There was a lot of people in when I started this hit. Not enough to where it would have killed, I think, just because our team has the second hardest time with water, I think. Well, our clan, well, we're still a team, but like it's a clan. I don't know. Also, Canna, I don't think got exposed weakness like once, which really, really annoys me. Like, come on, girl. And as you can see, this Pinolo is just going ham over there on his own, without healers, without any sort of supports. And there we go, there's the exposed weakness I was waiting for. As you can see, Canna did just under 400k with each hit. And that was without defense down. So, she does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And thankfully she did land the attack down. And I got the orb generation that I was really hoping for right there. I love it when Hannah and Canna both get it, so that Hannah can go for the heal. Garuda can get the weaken, and then Minicat can get the expose. That's the most beneficial one. But Garuda did not get the weaken, so did less damage there. I'm just trying to think of what to keep saying, man. There's so much. It's taking long. It's taking very long. Very long. Yeah, Cam, I'm to get popcorn, sit here and just watch, you know. Garuda did get exposed there. That's nice. And let's go. Let's see. Let's push for 40. Push for 40. Let's go, guys. Canna Hannah. Aw, they didn't. Okay, no healer got an orb this turn, so chances are, if the Titan gets his Wrath going, we'll go down. Oh, there we go. We got 40. Alright, I'm happy. I really did not think it was going to happen. Well, yeah, as you can see there, I do really need to work on my left side for the bottom team. Just because my healers aren't super great right now. That one Hannah needs to get evolved, needs to get to Evo 3, and Cherry needs to either get a bunch of trinkets or I need a Bast. A second Bast. But yeah, that's it for the hit. Did over 40. Just shy of 42. Canna did get over 10 mil again, just because she's fucking amazing, man. So good. So good. Yes, girl. Do your dance. And this Merlin was the lucky one to get the high damage today. The other ones didn't do super great, but they did alright. This one here did only 2 mil. I think that was the top left one. Yeah, he got sealed. So there was 2 turns wasted right there, and he probably didn't get a lot of crits, so there's also that. But anyway, gonna wrap it up here. Let's see if I got anything. I did not get anything good. Okay. But anyway, we're gonna wrap that up there. That was my hit, and see, we still just a little bit shy of getting that. Wolfie, I'm not gonna do 90 mil, man. That's fucking insane. Give me like 2 more years. and I'll get there. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up there. This Titan will be dead by, like, once these two finish, definitely. Daver's gonna hit, like, 60 mil, too. I'm kidding. I'm waiting on him. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here again. What, like, fourth time I said that? Have yourselves a good day. Hopefully this helped you guys a bit, or at least satisfied your inquiries about my team, my lineup, gems, and all that. So yeah, have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.